This is going to be your weekly tarot and oracle forecast. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies for the upcoming week, break it down, and let you know how to navigate. So as I'm filming this, it is later on Sunday evening. It has been quite an interesting weekend because we had a new moon solar eclipse in Virgo. I'm really curious to know how you're feeling. This was the second new moon in Virgo season. So very faded kind of energy, right? Anything can happen, expect the unexpected. So again, I'm really curious to know what your vibe is. Let's get some overall themes and messages for this upcoming week. And we have here, let's see, you are supported. You are cared for. You can trust others. Trust is such a difficult thing for many people. You know, this came up in live just now. Someone had mentioned that they were having a hard time trusting. But I always say, what choice do we have, right? We have to be open to the possibilities of new experiences. Vitality. The sun, energy. We need new energy to embark on new journey. And I'm always talking about sparking new energy. So that does sound lovely. Who doesn't want vitality? And let's see what else we need to know for this week. The fire prince. Look at this fire. Optimism. I don't know if I feel aggression, although I would say that many people are feeling quite emotional these days. But I feel like there's optimism. There should be optimism, you know, because how do we know something is not going to be the best thing that ever happened to us? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a card for each day of the week and see where things take us. On Monday, transformation. Oh, everything we're going through right now is just massive transformation and change. On Tuesday, you might be seeing a lot of synchronicities, meaning a lot of angel numbers, you know, dates, just maybe symbols that mean something to you. I just hope that these synchronicities nudge you forward instead of pulling you backwards. Like if you're thinking that these signs mean to wait or to hold on, my advice would be don't wait, never wait. And with that, we have here on Wednesday, seek healing. Absolutely. The only way to heal is to move yourself forward. If you're holding yourself back, you're delaying the process. Now on Thursday, change your tune. Something needs to shift, okay? Something needs to shift. So if something's not working for you, then you've got to try a different approach. On Friday, Friday's all about love. Matters of the heart. Can't wait to clarify that. And then we have here, changes. Changes are happening. Transformation and change. And let's take a look at Sunday. Mystery. Isn't it always a mystery, right? And a sneak peek at the upcoming week. Accept responsibility. I talked about that in live just now. And I talked about the fact that, you know, we all play a role in the choices we make. And we do have to take responsibility even when it is difficult. Let's take a look at the tarot. So on Monday with that transformation, Queen of Swords, you know what's transforming? Boundaries. We are maintaining our boundaries. We're making boundaries. We're making it very clear what we're willing to accept and not willing to accept. The synchronicities, Nine of Pentacles. See, I want it to nudge you into feeling good about yourself, right? New energy, because that's an energy of self-worth, self-value, and self-respect. On Wednesday, Ace of Wands, seeking healing, a spark of new energy. And there's that fire again. See, firefly, you know, fire prince, vitality. Forward motion, the sun. I mean, we had an eclipse today, a partial solar eclipse. How beautiful. Now change your tune on Thursday. Yeah, Nine of Cups, ask and you shall receive. That's that optimism that we were just talking about. Do you feel optimistic? And, well, we talked about love on Friday. Eight of Swords, don't overthink it. Be careful that you're not in your head. Changes on Saturday. Don't hold back from these changes. Four of Pentacles is like all or nothing. Extremes of giving your time, love, or money. And on Sunday, that was already upright. Nine of Swords. A lot of people are so worried about what's next or what's in the future. Cross that bridge when you get there. You have no idea. It could be the best thing that ever happened to you. And this accept responsibility the week after, yeah, for the conflict. What was your role in this conflict that's been plaguing you or bothering you lately? Okay, I'm going to take some healing cards here and get some clarification again. Back to Monday, boundaries, balance. We want equal giving and receiving. We deserve that. Tuesday, that feeling of being content in your own skin. See, there's a bit of paranoia here. That's why those signs and synchronicities could be causing someone to go backwards instead of forwards. Don't doubt yourself. On Wednesday, yeah, fear of change. Fear of that new energy, that spark of new energy. Don't be afraid. How do you know it's not going to be the best thing that ever happened to you? I mean, like, look at this light here. How do you know? Could be beautiful. On Thursday, ask and you shall receive. If you're feeling empty, you got to fill your own cup. On Friday, with love, don't try to force it. Don't overthink it. That's what's happening here with the overachiever card. On Saturday, interesting, body. It's not even so much body. It's like if you look at this person looking in the mirror, we talked about this on live today. It's about self-awareness and knowing that there are changes. I feel like this person in the mirror sees the changes, but sometimes that's scary. But it shouldn't be, right? It should be exciting. And Sunday, conformity. Don't be so worried about controlling things or conforming. And that sneak peek at the following week, interesting. It says martyr, and that card says accept responsibility. We are not victims. You know, we all have a role. Now, of course, that depends on the situation, but for the most part, we do have a role. You know, I was saying on live today, I didn't deserve what I got when my marriage ended, you know, or just before my marriage ended. However, I know where I went wrong, okay? I take responsibility. I accept responsibility for my part in the situation. And that can be very hard to do, you know, because sometimes it means that we have to accept something for what it is. Let's get some last bit of guidance here before we go. Unfinished symphony. If you're feeling like you haven't finished something, now is the time. Whatever's lingering, you got to let it go, okay? You got to be in the here and now. This is telling you to be in the present tense. Do you know how many tens, by the way, I saw today when I was filming readings? I was sending some readings out to people in my online family from the full moon Zoom, and I kept seeing tens, like 10, 10. You know, beginning and endings. Your new life is going to cost you your old life. And right now, more than ever, you've got to be in the here and now. I really hope this resonates with you. If you'd like to do a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box below. Again, thank you very much, and I wish you an amazing week.